Hey GreatDrams, today we're having a little look at a brace of Chivas. I don't know what the plural is, Chivas, Chivai, I don't know, I don't care either. Chivas Regal 12-year-old and Chivas XV, which is 15 years old. XV, down with the kids. So, we'll open it up and pour the Chivas 12, which is their classic blended scotch, by the way. It's their kind of volume product, their kind of iconic one alongside their 25-year-old, which allegedly was the world's first luxury whiskey. Or the other one whilst here. Now, oh, geez, that came off a lot easier than it did earlier, by the way. I was hacking at that for ages, trying to get that off. So, XV, previously a travel retail exclusive, may still be, absolutely no idea, but knowing that companies are moving stock around due to the old pandemic, it's worth pointing out that it may actually be available in your local market now. I do not know. So, Chivas Regal, 12 years old. Chivas itself, their brand home is at the Strathisle Distillery, a gorgeous distillery in Speyside. Imagine a distillery on a postcard, it is Strathisle, it's that beautiful. It looks amazing in the summer, the spring, probably autumn, never been in the autumn, but definitely when it's covered in snow. Last time I visited, actually, it was Feb last year, 2019, and it was coated in snow and absolutely gorgeous. And it is one of those distilleries that's really, really cool. But they have the Chivas Regal blending room where you can go in and blend your own blended Scotch whiskey. And again, stunning design, really well put together. They celebrate the art of blending as well under their campaign line of success is a blend. And with it, Chivas Regal 12 years old is their kind of mainstay that's in pretty much every supermarket all over the place. So let's have a go. So on the nose, as you might expect, lots of vanilla notes. It's easy on the nose, nothing offensive. Nothing really jumps out apart from it being quite vanilla forward, quite, how do you describe it, almost oaky, juicy oakiness to it. Some fruits just kind of pushing through, like stone fruits, like peaches, coming through a little bit. The palate, it is easy drinking. That is scarily smooth and easy drinking. You could rattle through a fair few of those, let's be honest, responsibly. And the palate, you've got a slight, very, very slight smoke there. Actually, didn't expect that. Actually, after practiced once or twice, but very, very slight smoke on the undertone. But really easy drinking. It's just vanilla, subtle fruits. Nice bit of body to it, bit creamy as well, but as I said, no kind of real peak flavors, no kind of bold in-your-face flavors either. But that's not what you want from a 12-year-old blended Scotch whiskey. You want something really harmonious, really well balanced, really easy drinking, and this delivers that in spades. I quite like it, actually. I wouldn't mind if it was a bit thicker. It feels like a bit of a thin body to it. There is kind of no finish of note. Which, you know, for the consumer who'll be buying these, it is a perfectly good whiskey, and I do like it from time to time as well. I normally have the Chivas 18 in the house, actually. That is one of my go-to Chivas whiskey, or any whiskey bottles. Absolutely love this stuff. This one's very, very nice, but lacks a bit of body for me. So on the 15-year-old, called XV, in the gold box, I wonder which markets they were targeting, being in duty-free throughout the Middle East and probably Russia. And also a heavy presence in Manchester, which didn't massively make a huge amount of sense when it was launched, but there you go. Now on the nose here, this has been, by the way, selectively finished in, what's the exact term, Grande Champagne Cognac casks. So selectively finished in cognac casks. I hate the term selectively finished. It bugs me. I wish it was either a cognac cask finished blend or it was a blended Scotch that uses casks from X, Y, Z kind of provenance and backstory and all of that. Because selectively finished makes me think, okay, say there's 50 casks, 2 of them might be ex-cognac casks, the other 48 are knackered old ex-bourbon casks. Definitely not what happened, I'm sure, but it kind of leads you down that road of selectively, it kind of just puts grey areas, but it doesn't really need to be any, in my personal and quasi-professional opinion. But on the nose here, it's definitely got a little bit more about it, more oakiness. Instantly feels sweeter. It has got more of that kind of grapey note, which you'd expect. On the palate, it's all right. Definitely different from the 12-year-old. I'd say it's not as smooth, maybe not as easy drinking, a little bit more bite to it. Got a longer finish, I'd say short to medium this time. But not a whole load going on with it, if I'm really honest. Out of the two, I think my preference would be the 12-year-old. Not least because I don't really like big brash gold things. But from a liquid perspective, I think I got what I expected and wanted from the 12-year-old, and I expected more from the XV that just didn't quite deliver. I'll try again at some point, I'm sure. Cheers, until next time.